on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. Hi, Miss Jen.
Hey, Miss A.
I thought I'd do that little song because, dude, we're back.
Yay! Yeah, this is awesome.
Dude, the second season of Kid Activist.
There you go.
It's very exciting. And who are we talking about today?
Part 3.
Dude, we're in part 3 of the book.
We're going to be from Hogwarts to Hawaii, the Caribbean islands, and different activists in this section.
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts. Does that sound familiar to you?
I have heard of Hogwarts. It's some school, right?
Right.
Is that down in Bell Vernon?
A little further away, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell me.
So, we are highlighting Emma Watson.
Aww,
from
Emma
Hogwarts
Watson.
to the United Nations.
Wow.
Pretty impressive.
Okay, I know nothing about Emma Watson. I do know some things about the United Nations, although I've never been there. I just know that there are a bunch of nations and they're united.
Right.
So I'm excited to see what's going on.
This is cool.
All right.
Emma Watson was a multimillionaire by her mid-teens. Can you imagine that?
No.
Yeah. And decided to use her position and her privilege to work for social change. As a child, she became famous for playing Hermione Granger in the Harry Potter movies, but as an adult, she has played an important role off-screen as an activist for women's rights. Mm-hmm. Emma was born in Paris, France in 1990. Both of her parents were lawyers. She is the older of their 2 children. Her brother, Alex, is 3 years younger. When Emma was 5, her parents divorced and her family moved to England. She lived with her mother and brother in Oxford, but spent weekends visiting her father in London. Wow.
Okay, so she was born in 1990 after I'd already graduated from high school.
Oh.
Okay. Wow.
Even as a little kid, Emma wanted to be an actress, but she couldn't quite say that word, so she said that she wanted to be a mattress.
Hey,
isn't that funny?
There you go.
She loved performing, and she was very good at it. When she was 7 years old, she won a prize for reciting a poem in a competition. Emma went to a private school called the Dragon School, a fitting name for a future Hogwarts student.
Yeah, really, that's weird.
Yeah, it's like it's all connected.
Yeah.
She liked debating and making art, playing field hockey, and acting in school plays. She also took singing, acting, and dance lessons at the Stagecoach Theatre Arts School. When Emma was 9, casting agents were looking for child actors for the first Harry Potter movie. Crazy. Her timing is flawless.
Impeccable, yeah.
They visited many schools in England. Emma's theater teachers recommended her to the casting agents, and she was asked to audition. The first audition took place in the gym of Emma's school. With about 16 kids auditioning, Emma said it felt exactly like a drama lesson. Still, it was pretty exciting. Emma was, in her words, a major Harry Potter fan. She was in the middle of reading the 3rd book, and Hermione Granger was her favorite character. So just to set, it's right now we're just in the book phase. We're not in any of the movie phases. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, because... Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Emma had to go to 8 auditions over a period of about 3 months. When the director called her into his office to tell her she got the part, she was stunned. She didn't yet know it, but the author of the Harry Potter series, do you know who that is?
J.K. Rowling.
You're right.
Yep, yeah. I've shelved it a lot.
J.K. Rowling had wanted Emma to play the role from the very first time she spoke with her. Emma was 10 years old. Can you imagine how young? 10 years old when the filming began for Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It was her first professional acting job. She particularly enjoyed acting in a scene where she battled a troll because she got to do stunts. Emma worked hard, but she had a mischievous streak too. Once, she and Rupert Grint, who played Ron Weasley, printed out a bunch of stickers that said things like, "Kick me." Then they stuck them to the back of Daniel Radcliffe, who played Harry Potter, without him noticing.
Oh,
Look,
man.
they're laughing. There he is.
I wonder. Oh, that's crazy. I wonder if they got along like afterwards or whatever.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
When the movie came out, Emma saw it at the same time as her friends, and she was relieved that they liked it. It's really weird seeing myself really big, she commented. She was already looking ahead to the second movie in which her character would get to turn into a cat. Emma loved cats and had 2 as pets. Isn't that fun? That first Harry Potter movie ended up leading to 7 more. Because Emma was so busy acting for the next 10 years, most of her education took place on movie sets. She and the other child actors were tutored for 3 to 5 hours each day, but had no homework. Emma was like the character of Hermione in some ways. She was clever, she studied hard, and she really wanted to do a good job. She didn't just learn her own lines, she learned everyone else's too. Sometimes during filming, she would accidentally mouth the words to another character while still on camera. To Emma's embarrassment, they would have to reshoot the scene. As Emma got older, education and learning became increasingly important to her. She took high school equivalency exams and she wanted to go to college, but that was hard to do while acting full-time. She was hesitant about signing up for the last Harry Potter film, but she didn't want to let go of the role of Hermione Granger. So, with the help of the filmmakers, she was able to attend Oxford University in her hometown during filming. Later, when she was 19, Emma took time away from acting to go to college in the United States. She's quite traveled.
Yeah.
After the Harry Potter films, Emma continued her education and acted in other movies. She was also taking her first steps into activism. Do you know what activism is, Missing?
Well, it seems to me that it is engaging in behavior that supports the cause that's really important to you. Maybe standing up for injustice or working for improvements.
Awesome.
That kind of thing.
Yep, exactly.
Like putting yourself in the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. She became interested in fair trade, and she was concerned about poverty and the rights of women around the world. When Emma was 19, she joined People Tree, a fair trade clothing company, and she traveled to Bangladesh to visit its partner company. She also visited homes of factory workers who made clothing for multinational companies, and she saw the poverty that they lived in. The workers had few rights, and they worked long hours. By contrast, those who worked for fair trade companies were paid a decent wage. The trip strengthened Emma's commitment to fair trade and ethical, sustainable fashion. 3 years later, Emma became an ambassador for the Campaign for Female Education. CamFed, that's a collection of that long word.
Okay.
Campaign for Female Education is CamFed.
All right.
Fights inequality by supporting girls in several African countries so they can attend school and become leaders. In 2014, Emma was appointed a UN Goodwill Ambassador. UN Women is part of the United Nations and focuses on women's rights and gender equality. She launched the UN's He for She campaign at UN headquarters. In her speech, she called for men and boys to join the fight to end gender inequality. She said that she had been questioning gender-based assumptions for a long time, ever since she was an 8-year-old girl who was called bossy. As she got older, she noticed more and more ways that boys and girls were treated differently, and she could see that that wasn't good for anyone.
Nope.
She decided she was a feminist because of her belief that all people deserve equality and the freedom to be their whole selves. Emma didn't know if people would listen, but she knew she had an opportunity to make a difference. You might be thinking, who is this Harry Potter girl, and what is she doing speaking at the UN? She said in her speech, I've been asking myself the same thing. All I know is that I care about this problem and I want to make it better. She got a standing ovation, and her speech went viral online and was watched by millions of people. She may not have had a magic wand in real life, but Emma Watson is still fighting for what she believes is right.
That's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, see, here's the thing that I really admire about that is that she, I mean, like, you can say what you want about, like, actors and actresses, and they're very talented and everything like that,
Right.
but they could use their popularity for good, or they could use it for not so good.
Exactly.
Or they could not use it at all. And she was
which is
taking
really
a big
sad.
risk because people look up to her, and people, so she put her big name behind something that was really important for everybody. And I think
Right.
that's really cool. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll have to look and see if we can find. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
there are things here that show what she went on to do. How she was an activist as a child.
Okay,
And
yeah.
she went and did a speech at the gender equality
Oh,
speech. Yeah.
that's cool. Deconstructing powerful speeches. And so this might be is it the text of the speech? Or is it just about it? Let's see.
I've read these several times. Yeah, it's a lot of information.
That's really cool. That's Wolf Blitzer.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, so look at that. She was with all these people from the United Nations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really neat that she used. See, yeah, because I wish that other people would do that too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, there's some people that I think have a lot of, they're singers or something like that. I won't say who, but Dolly Parton. And I feel like she does a lot for people. Like, she is a wonderful philanthropist.
Right.
And she acts in a wonderful, amazing, loving way. And I think I really admire her for being able to do that. I just wish she'd say a little more. You know what I mean? Like, I wish, but I know that actions speak louder than words. I know that they do. But I think
it's nice
we trust
to hear
Dolly.
somebody speaking the words
Speaking
that
the
made
truth.
them be the people
Yes, like,
that they are.
speak the truth to power. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I really admire, somebody like an Emma Watson and a Susan Sarandon,
Right, who's so
who've
young
gone
and so
out there.
strong and-
Yeah, you know what I mean? And they've lost fans too, I'm sure, for speaking up about these things. But take that risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool. So I really admire that. And I thank you, Miss Jan. If you could be an activist about something, and I'm just asking this off the top of your head, so you might not even be like
I
like,
have so
what do
many
you
causes,
think?
Miss.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh. Where to
There's so
start,
many
right?
different things. Like,
Yeah. But right now, environment's
environment's
really
big thing.
important to me.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
There's evidence that, we're causing real harm to the earth.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what you lose, you can't always regain.
Right.
And so if we don't get on this right now and do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Yeah,
Do the right
stop
thing.
using plastic and everything. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I would follow your activist lead because, and I do. You've helped me to recycle. You have
Really?
helped me
Oh,
to
that's
recycle.
good.
So
I'm happy
that
to
was
hear
something that I did not engage in
And it's not
very
easy.
much. It's not easy.
It's not a
It's
matter
not
of just
easy.
throwing things into a bin.
No, and I'll
because-
tell you, when Miss Jill and I went to Sedona, now that is a wonderful it's a dark sky community too, so like you have to have all your lights off by a certain time to stop the light pollution, and boy, you can see
Right.
the skies. But their recycling is so complex. You take it to a place and you have to separate it out into paper that has had grease on it and plastics that's this and you have to pay to recycle like your AA batteries and stuff. But you know what? It's worth it.
Oh, yes.
Because this
Right.
earth isn't just a bunch of resources. This earth is its own wonderful creation, and we need to
Yes,
walk
it is.
alongside it.
Yeah.
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 Well, thank
Gee,
you,
I wonder
Miss
if we'll get to
Jan.
that in any of the kid
Dude, I wonder
activist
if we
things.
will. Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, Chicklet.
Thank you.
And we will see you again For the next kid activist.
Oh, yeah. This is a really short one. The next
short
one is
chapter.
very short. Yeah.
Next
Janet
one.
Mock.
Janet, and I don't know her either, so I'm excited. I'm excited about learning.
I'm being introduced. Well, there are some, and then after that, there's Helen Keller and Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah.
But, there are a lot of activists that I wouldn't have known about if we didn't have this book in the library.
I think that's very cool.
And
we have 2 copies of it now, so you can come and check that out too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Bye, Miss Jan. Bye, friends at home.